What's going on, Straight Talk About Life listeners? I appreciate all of you for listening to me right now. If you're up at 6 a.m. over on the Feel the Beat web radio station, thank you so much for getting up so early and tuning in. It means a lot. If you're listening to me on any of my other platforms at any time of the day, thank you for pressing that play button. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you decided to press play and listen to me, and I appreciate you. Some of my platforms are Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Castbox, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, Feel the Beat web radio station, and YouTube. Those are the platforms that you can find me on. All you do is just type in Straight Talk About Life, and this podcast should pop up. I hope that everyone within the sound of my voice is having an amazing day. I'm having a wonderful day. I woke up this morning, I was humble, I gave thanks, I was able to move around by myself, I was able to stand up by myself, I didn't need help putting on my clothes. So I'm good. Anything else doesn't even matter. All the negativity in the world doesn't even matter. What matters is what's going on right now, currently with me. What matters is that I'm staying positive and I'm spreading love and light. That's all that matters. I'm not concerned about anything else. No gossip or none of that. I'm not interested in it. I'm elevating, becoming my higher self, spreading love and light to other people, and just being happy. Um, I don't understand why people just wouldn't want to just be happy. You know, some people thrive off of negativity and arguing, fighting, being sad. Some people thrive off of that, but it's a complete waste. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of life. It's a waste of everything. I believe that every single second that we're here, we should be enjoying life. We should be enjoying each other. You know, I believe that people that are close to us, whether it's our friends or family, people that are close to us, people that are always loyal, people that are faithful, people that always show you love. Anytime you see them or hear from them, it's always love. I believe that you should hold those people in high regards. Those people are rare and they're hard to come by. They're hard to come by. And I can honestly say that I have that in my life. You know, those people that anytime you see them or think about them or hear their name, you just smile. They just bring you joy. That is a great feeling to be able to experience that because if I'm honest, a lot of people haven't experienced that and they probably won't. I speak a lot about people that have crossed me in one way or another, people that um, were mean to me. I speak about those things, but the people that have never given me any reason to doubt them, people that have always been 100, been solid, down since day one, I love you. I have nothing but love and respect for you. And I am always going to be a friend. Always. Never going anywhere. Doesn't matter if we don't talk every day. Doesn't matter if we don't talk every week. Whenever we talk, it's all love. And I wish that everyone that's listening to me right now could experience people like that because they are so hard to find. A lot of times, when we grow up with people, we feel like we have to bring them with us to our next level. We have to drag them along, regardless of what they've done. They've probably been a horrible friend or family member. But just because you all have history, you think you should bring them with you. That's the mistake that a lot of us make because everybody's not meant to go with you to your next level. Some people were just in your life temporarily to teach you a lesson. You were supposed to learn something from them, whether they hurt you or whatever they did. You were supposed to learn something and keep it moving. That's why a lot of times relationships, friendships, family ships, it doesn't work because certain people have an expiration date. And that may be a hard pill to swallow for some people, especially the people that are like dedicated to the word family. Regardless of what these people do to you, what they say to you, it doesn't matter. You're never leaving, you're never gonna move around, you always gonna bring that negative person around you just because they're your family. And that is the first mistake. I'll be the first one to tell you that is the first mistake. Now, this doesn't mean you have to hate them. You don't have to hate anyone. I don't have hate in my heart. Even the people that have hurt me to the core, and trust me, some people have. They have. But I still have love for them. I don't hate anyone. However, just because I have love for you does not mean you have to be in my personal space. I'm always gonna protect my peace. That's number one. If I feel like you're not good for me, if your energy is off, if you're just not a good person, you would not be around me. I don't care who you are. And just because you have the title family doesn't give you a pass. You'll probably be the first one to leave because you know better. You should know better. And the sad thing is, complete strangers will treat you better than the people that are closest to you. I have found this out myself. It's like you run across genuine, good hearted people, loving people. So loving, you can just see the light on them. Like they are like really loving people. You run across them, they don't know you, never seen you, don't know anything about you, but you're just drawn to each other. That's that energy, that's that light. And then you have your family sitting over here, blood family sitting over here, talking bad about you, putting you down, not supporting you, making you feel less than, all kinds of things. I would love to know why. Why is that Why is that always the scenario? And it's not just with me. It's I've heard this story over and over and over so many times from so many people. And it's like people that have not experienced this, it's like they don't get it. They don't get it. A lot of times they'll probably think that, we're making this up or there's no possible way that your family could be treating you that bad. It's funny to me now because that's exactly what I've experienced and a lot of other people have experienced. And it's like, why? Why would you pick someone that only has love for everyone? Someone that would do anything for anybody? Why would you pick that person to just single out and just put them down? Like, it makes no sense. But as I've been on this journey, I've learned so much. I've learned a lot about not just myself, but just about people in general. And I know that those people that were horrible to me were supposed to be that way in that moment to teach me a lesson. They were supposed to do all that. I was supposed to learn from that and keep it moving. I was supposed to learn from that because people will show you how they feel about you. Just pay attention. Pay attention to what they say, the little sideways remarks, you know? Never complimenting you or telling you congratulations, never doing any of that. Pay attention. Sometimes people will tell on themselves. You'll know the ones that just don't like you or don't rock with you. So you act accordingly. Like I said, that doesn't mean you have to hate anyone, but you don't have to have them in your space. They don't have to be around you and in your energy. Just love them from a distance and protect your peace. Protect your peace. Protect your household. Don't let those people come in your house. If you know that they're negative, they're demonic, um, they talk bad about you, like they're bringing all of that into your personal space. So at some point, you have to draw the line and you have to not invite them over. Or if they just come over on their own, just stand there and look at them while they're ringing the doorbell. You don't have to let those people in your house. I said what I said. You know, you don't have to. And I found that when you start loving on yourself and when you start valuing yourself and setting boundaries with family members, it's like you're just much happier. You're much happier. You smile more. You probably do more things, you know? Everything is just better. The entire energy will just shift when you start protecting your peace and protecting your home. Mm, mm, mm. If I'd have known all this years ago, Lord. But I've enjoyed this journey. I mean, I've learned so much along the way. And this knowledge that I have, this wisdom that I've been gifted, I will not hold it. I can't hold it. They're calling it gatekeeping. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to continue to speak my truth. I'm going to speak about things that I've gone through. I'm going to speak about things that I'm concerned about. I'm going to speak about things that you all write me about. You want me to talk about. I'm going to keep talking because for so many years, I did not talk about anything. I've always been a private person, but when I tell you I didn't talk about anything, I didn't. I just kept everything to myself. But then I realized that that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. That is not why the Most High has shown me all these things. That's not why I've been taken through all of the things that I've gone through, just so I can just sit back and don't reach back and help anyone. I mean, I'm speaking right now. My podcast has been played in over 50 countries since I've started 3 years ago, over 3 years ago. I have the analytics to prove it. I have no reason to lie or come on here and make up anything. Over 50 different countries have tuned in at some point to this podcast. So I know out of all of the people that come through here, I know I'm not the only one that have experienced this. All of the many things that I talk about. The hating family members, the terrible family members, I'm not the only one in the entire world that have gone through this. So through me speaking about this, maybe someone else can relate. Maybe I'll say something that can help someone else realize certain things. Or maybe someone will email me with a story about something that I'm talking about. And I can say, you know what? I can relate to that. I don't have a problem with saying that I can relate to something. Many years ago, I did have a problem with it because I was embarrassed to talk about anything that went on in my life. I come from, I was raised around older people. And they didn't play. Let's get that out the way. They didn't play at all about you talking about their business. So I just kind of grew up with that. Like, look, I need to keep my business to myself. You know, I don't need to be talking about my business. But I realized that that was silly. That was immature of me to say that. I'm not embarrassed. And if anyone wants to shame me for talking about any of the things I went through, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll just say that I hope you never have to go through any of those things that I'm talking about. I would hope that you don't have to experience it. Because when a person is going through a lot, it's painful, it's lonely, especially when you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to, or if you just don't have anyone in general. So I would hope that you don't find yourself going through a bad marriage, abuse, being mistreated on your job. I would hope that you don't have to go through that because it's not funny. Maybe funny when someone else is going through it or talking about it or crying their way through it, trying to heal. It's probably funny to you. But to that person that's suffering, it's not funny. But I found that through me speaking about some of those things, it's helping me heal. And then when I have some of you all to inbox me or email me and tell me that something I said touched you or it encouraged you to speak out, I've gotten so many messages from you all. And first of all, I want to let you all know that I really, really, really appreciate every one of you that have taken out time at any point during my podcasting to write me, inbox me, do any of that, email me, and give me kind words and let me know that I've helped you some kind of way, I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. And like I've said before, no matter what anyone tells me in confidence, I will not say your name on my podcast. I will not put your business out there. I will not talk to anyone else about your business. I'm just not built like that. I'm honored when someone can confide in me and find comfort in me and tell me personal things or cry to me. That means a lot. And you're safe here. I'm not that person. I'm not gonna laugh at your pain. I'm not gonna go tell someone else your story unless you tell me that you want me to tell your story, and I'll do that. And I'll never say your name unless you tell me to say your name. But I don't like saying names. But I appreciate you all for trusting in me to tell me things because we're helping each other grow, we're helping each other heal. And some people may not get it. They may wonder, like, what are you healing from? Like, what's going on? People are healing from a lot of things. I'm still healing from a lot of things. A lot of things that really, really hurt me over the years. I'm still healing. I'm a work in progress. But in the meantime, I'm not going to sit here and not spread love and light to other people, not speak out and not help other people. Doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. That doesn't matter to me because we're in this together. We're in a time now where we should be helping each other heal. If you see someone that's going through something, or you suspect that someone is going through something, say some kind words to them. You don't have to intrude. You don't have to ask them, what's wrong with you? You don't have to be rude. You don't have to do any of that. Give that person the opportunity to open up to you. Maybe you're not the one that they want to open up to, and that's okay. That's okay if they don't want to talk to you. They don't have to. That's their right. But if someone confides in you and opens up to you, please be respectful and don't run back and tell their business to other people because you don't know how much courage and strength it took that person to come to you and open up. It's really, really hard to open up to people. And I can say firsthand that sometimes when you confide in people and you think that this person is trustworthy or you can talk to them or they're not going to go back and spread your business, sometimes that's the wrong decision. Sometimes it really is. Sometimes that is the wrong person to open up to because that is exactly how your business is going to be spread. And then a lot of times when people spread people's business, they're not going to tell it like it really is. They're going to spin it and put their own little twist on it. And before you know it, you're known all over town and people have never even seen your face, but they know your business. I can speak on that because that happened to me. So it taught me to really use discernment and, kind of scope people out a little bit. Don't just be so freely to just open up and let people in my energy and just tell them everything like that because some things are sacred And you just shouldn't be spreading that with everyone because they don't deserve it. Not at all. So please be respectful to people in their business, their situations, and things like that, and love on people. Sometimes people, all they need is just love. All they need is a hug. Can you imagine how many people have gone months or years without getting a hug or actually feeling like they're loved or even heard? And you just may be that one person to just make someone's day. Flash a smile at them. Tell them that you got their back. Tell them to keep going. Encourage them. I tell you, that goes a long way because I've had people to tell me that I made their day just by being kind to them. I'm a kind person by nature anyway, but I've literally had people to tell me that I made their day just by being kind. Or maybe people have been really mean to them all day and then they run across me and it's like I'm a breath of fresh air. So yeah, just continue to love on everyone. And on that note, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end today's podcast. I really appreciate all of you once again for joining me, pressing the play button. If you've made it all the way to the end of this episode, thank you for taking time out of your day to listen to this episode. If you're new here, I should have said this at the beginning. Welcome. On my podcast, I speak about positive things. I speak about some of my life experiences, things I've gone through, things that could possibly help someone else. Everything is uplifting. My mission is to motivate, uplift, and encourage you. And that's what you're going to get when you come here on my podcast. So, yeah, hopefully I said something to encourage you on today or maybe something that you can relate to. I appreciate all of you. If you have an episode idea, something you would like for me to research and just do a whole episode on it, you can email me at KIMIJO774 at gmail.com and I will be sure to get back with you as soon as possible. Please allow me at least one day to respond to your emails. Also, thank you to all of my subscribers. I really, really appreciate you all. It is $3.99 a month if you're interested in subscribing to my podcast. I really appreciate you. Um, if you are if you're listening to me on my Feel the Beat web radio station, stay tuned. I have music for you. I play music all day. It's a 24/7 web radio station in which sometimes you'll find me on there. I'll chat with you guys. I'll play music. Hopefully, you'll enjoy the vibes over there. If there's a particular song that you would like for me to play, you can request it. It's over on that page. And also, there is a survey on the page. It's just asking, did you enjoy yourself? Are you planning on coming back? Yes or no? Uh, Go ahead and take that for me. What else? I'm making sure I cover everything, everything for you all. Um, I didn't make this episode too long, but it's not too short either. This one is probably going to be about 30 minutes. Probably about 30, 29, 30 minutes. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I want you all to have the most amazing, amazing day. Get out there and enjoy the sunlight. Let the sunlight shine on you. Tonight, let the moonlight shine on you. May all of your dreams and your desires come true. May you find love that's out of this world. Love that will feel like home to you. And it's going to feel like home because it is the same love that you give yourself. It's the same love that you have put out there in the universe. So that love is going to circle around and come back. May you all find that. I want you all to know that the Most High loves you, and I love you as well. I will see you in the next episode.